Just like Illustrator, Affinity also has a shape builder tool, and it's very similar, but slightly different. So we're going to look at how to use it in this video. So let's start by grabbing an ellipse tool, and we're going to create the yin-yang symbol. This is a really good example to demonstrate this in action. So we'll click and drag holding Shift to make a circle. And I think we're going to need to thicken up the stroke. And let's pop it in the center. Where are you? There we go. Actually, let's bring it down a little bit. There we go. Right, now we'll duplicate this layer with Command or Control J. And then what we'll do is we'll scale this down, holding Shift, until this one is half the height. And then we'll bring that into the center. And then we can use a technique to duplicate this again really quickly. So just drag with Command or Control to create a copy, and you can see it wants to go all over the place. Just hold Shift so it snaps, and we can put one there as well. Now what we're going to do is select both of these, what we'll call them medium circles. Press Command or Control J to duplicate them on the spot. And then we're going to check this option here, Transform Objects Separately. And what this does is if we scale this one down now, you can see it's going to scale the top one as well. And we're also going to need to hold down Command or Control so it scales to or from the center, and then hold Shift as well so it's still a circle. And there we go. So you can see we've set things up nicely. Now, before we go on to the next step, I would just make a copy of this untouched shape because it's very easy to screw this next step up. And the shape builder tool in either app isn't always perfect. So definitely keep a backup just in case. Right, now we're going to select everything, very important. And then we'll go over here and grab the shape builder tool. And the keyboard shortcut for that is S. And at the top here, we have some options. So we have the plus at the top, which means if we click and drag through different segments, it's going to combine them together. We also have the minus, which is going to remove different sections. And we have this option here, which we can try out in a second as well, which will create a new shape from the selected area. And then I'm just going to keep the drag method to freehand, although you can use different techniques if you prefer them. And the cleanup is how it's going to clean up the different bits of geometry as you work. Now I'm just going to leave this at none for now, and clean up with the shape builder tool can be something that you do have to get used to, just because it can kind of leave anchor points and random bits of geometry left over. But let's give this a go now. So if we hover over these different sections, you can see they become highlighted. And what we could do now is we could click, and this would just turn it into its own shape if you like. But let's undo that. And what we're going to do is instead go back to the plus. And this is how I typically use the shape builder tool. I would click and drag through multiple segments, if you like, let go, and you can see it combines them together. And we can do the same over here as well. Click and drag, and it combines them together. Now here for the smaller circles, we actually want to knock these out. So if we had a colored background behind, we could actually see what's behind it. In fact, let's go and add a background. So we'll just draw a lovely box. And we'll change the color to blue. That's a nice color. So let's select this shape here. We can see that that is now its own shape. So if we press Shift X to swap that black stroke to a fill, you can see that's what we have. And we'll do the same for this one, but this is going to be white. Hopefully I've got this the right way round. So that's not a bad start, but we do need to fix this a bit. In fact, let's just change that to a different color for now, just so we can see the black in the design. Now at the minute, that seems to have actually already knocked out this hole here. So if I just select everything except the blue background, what we're going to do is switch back to the shape builder tool, and we can also hold down Alt or Option. And you can see if I do this, the cursor changes to an X, and we can hover over certain lines and we can click to remove them. So I'm just going to remove that border there. And we could even do it there as well. So you can use it to remove pieces. So you can click and drag. You can see the hatched lines change to red. And that means we're going to remove something. We don't want to do everything, but we can use this to, remove different pieces, or we could then combine that. So to summarize, click and drag through different sections to combine them together, or hold down Alt or Option to get the X appear, and then click and drag through different sections to completely remove them.